This is a video on Regulation A with regard to insignificant deviations from the rules. This is not legal advice. Seek competent advice from qualified attorneys. To learn more, you go to thesecuritiesattorneys.com, get a copy of our free book, How to Go Public, and subscribe here for more on Reg A. Rule 260 says certain insignificant deviations from a term, condition, or requirement of Reg A will not result in the issuer's loss of the exemption. However, there are certain provisions of Reg A that are deemed to be significant to the offering as a whole. Any deviations from these significant provision results in the loss of the exemption. These provisions cover issuer eligibility, offering limits, offers, and continuous or delayed offerings. A failure to comply with the term, condition, or requirement of Regulation A will not result in the loss of the exemption for any offer or sale to a particular individual or entity if the person relying on the exemption establishes that the failure to comply did not pertain to a term, condition, or requirement directly intended to protect that particular individual or entity. The failure to comply was insignificant with respect to the offering as a whole, provided that any failure to comply with the offering limitations, issuer eligibility criteria, or requirements for offers or continuous or delayed offerings will be deemed to be significant to the offering as a whole, and a good faith and reasonable attempt was made to comply with all applicable terms, conditions, and requirements of Reg A. This allows for certain errors that can occur while clearly delineating those provisions from which an issuer may not deviate. Whether a deviation would be significant to the offering as a whole depends on the facts and circumstances related to the offering and the deviation. In certain situations, such as pre-qualification sales, it may be hard to establish a good faith attempt at compliance. If you want to know more, email me at john.lux@securities-law.info. Call me at 240-200-4529. I was in the top 5% of authors in SlideShare in 2014, been quoted by Bloomberg as an expert on reverse mergers. Again, this is part of a series on Reg A, so subscribe here and go to thesecuritiesattorneys.com to get a free copy of our book, How to Go Public.